do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello. Is this thing on? Is this the airport clock? What's up, guys and ghouls? It's DJ Mighty Iris. If I sound a little stuffy, it's because the allergies decided to attack me today of all days. I really wanted to have my A game. It's such a bummer because I was really hoping that someone amazing would call in. And I'm not gonna lie, part of me still doesn't think that it's really gonna happen. So maybe, just maybe, naughty girls. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe if I do the Beetlejuice thing, it'll happen. Let's find out. Okay, here we go. David Dastmalchian. David Dastmalchian. David Dastmalchian.
Hi, Iris.
Hi, David.
How are you?
How are you? David Dastmalchian, Gadzooks. I can't believe I'm on the phone with you. I'm such a fan. Hi.
Get out of here.
I
Get
am.
Out of here.
Oh, my
Get
gosh.
Out of here. I love your handle, by the way. It's pretty awesome. And I'm excited to be talking to you. I love a fellow horror fan because I'm a fan. I'm a nerd for everything scary and cool and spooky. And so I was like, oh, this person seems very cool. So thanks. And hi, all the listeners. Good to talk to y'all.
Yay. Do you remember the Black Hole Sun music video?
Of course.
I'm going to be smiling like those crazy people for the rest of the day because I get to talk to you. Thank you again for doing this.
That's awesome. Thank you for having me.
How was your birthday?
It was awesome. I got to do, well, first of all, I got completely surprised by like 70 of my closest friends and family for a surprise party. It was like 2 weeks before my birthday. Blew me away, freaked me out. I almost had a heart attack. It was awesome. Then, I got to kick off Dexter Resurrection by celebrating with all those awesome people in New York, and then got to go to Nashville to see my family, which was really wonderful. No one lives in Nashville. We just got together there so we could have a fun weekend. And then I was at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And that was like a wild roller coaster of all the things I love. I got to see so many people I love, and turning 50 is a big deal. And I wanted to like really ring it in right this year. And it feels like it was maybe just on the edge of too much. When I got through everything, me and my kids came back from San Diego, and I just laid down on my bed and passed the F out. Like, okay,
yeah.
It was amazing.
I was going to say there has to be like a major come down from all that energy. Yeah.
It was intense. It was intense.
Do you know who else has your same birthday?
Don Knotts.
Man, I wish. Oh God, I love The Private Eyes. I have that movie.
Don Knotts has my birthday. He's like my favorite. I love Don. He's like one of my heroes. Oh my God. But who else?
Oh, well, this is so lame compared to Don Knotts, but Taco, who did Puttin' on the Ritz in the 80s. Remember that song?
Yeah. I love that song. And you know why I love it so much? Because I was a huge fan of, and I still am, obviously, it's one of my lifetime favorite movies. But
Young Frankenstein?
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So every time I would hear that song, it would make me think of Peter Boyle standing on stage screaming,
Puttin' on the Ritz. Yeah.
That's the best.
That's hilarious. Oh, and guess what? I ordered your graphic novel on Tuesday. I can't wait to read it. Through.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm really proud of it. Through is definitely got a lot of horror, fantasy, science fiction elements, but at the end of the day, it's really a story about a person learning whether or not she has the capacity to ask for help, because I think at the end of the day, that is one of the hardest things any of us can ever do. And I wanted to write a story about that because over my life, I've had to ask for help in so many regards. As an actor, as somebody who struggles with anxiety and depression, as someone who has wrestled with addiction. So I feel really, really grateful that I got the chance to write this book, and the art and the way it's come together is so beautiful. I'm feel really lucky.
Well, I've seen 2 movies you've written, so I trust you. I can't wait. And on that note,
thank you.
All Creatures Here Below, my jaw was on the floor by the end of that movie. You are phenomenal in it.
You mean that lighthearted rom-com that I wrote about
that comedy? Yeah.
Incest and child kidnapping and oh my God. Speaking of writing from the heart, like writing as personally as you can, that was really hard, and it was also incredibly rewarding. I got to go back to Kansas City, which is where I grew up, to shoot the film, and not many things get filmed in Kansas City, so it was really exciting to be there with everybody. And then, Karen Gillan, who plays the lead in the film, she's obviously very well known for her work in big, giant summer blockbuster movies like Guardians of the Galaxy and Jumanji. But Karen is one of the best actors working in Hollywood today. Her versatility, her range is insane.
Yeah.
And what she does with the character of Ruby is like, it's a scary movie in its own way. And I wanted to take people on a real like thrill ride, kind of marrying Badlands with maybe a little bit of Raising Arizona with a little bit of...
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say my Kevin Smith quote would be, it's Raising Arizona meets Alpha Dog. But that was my...
Perfect. That's even better. And by the way, speaking of Kevin Smith, how much do we love that effing guy? He's the best. I don't know if you've interviewed him before, but he is like
I wish.
Just a goat. We'll make it happen. We're going to make it happen.
Dude, his episode of Grave Conversations blew me away. How did he know that about Kat? Like, I don't know. He's just, I love how much he talks and what he says. I could listen to him all day.
Yeah, no, he's a genius. It's interesting because people like go, oh my God, Kevin Smith is this comic book loving, like, you know, hockey jersey wearing, indie film darling. You talk to the guy, he is like one of the most knowledgeable people I know in cinema. It's like talking or listening to an interview when, you know, like with a scholar. And he's also got this really deep heart, and he's a very like loving human being, which is why I think his work resonates so strongly with people. And his fandom is second to none.
Yeah, the way that going back to All Creatures, the way that you transformed into that character, the way you carry yourself, your walk, your stance, I was so, like, that's why to me, I don't think you're just the dark wave industrial goth guy. Like, you're a shape-shifting talent, you know? I believe you can be
That's
any
really
character.
Kind. I love dark wave goth guy, though. That's definitely that's what, at the end of the day, you know, I'm a dad who really loves his all-black wardrobe and his Depeche Mode and his Bauhaus and his eyeliner. And anytime I can play a role in that space, I still haven't gotten to play like a real heavy-hitting vampire. I feel like that's got to happen at some point.
Oh, I hope so. Your movie Animals made me feel things from my 20s. I could talk about that forever. But do Bobby and Jude get back together after jumping into the pool, or do they go their separate ways? I know you know because you wrote it.
Well, that's definitely, I want the audience to draw their own conclusions, but I'll say I believe for Bobby to choose the path of self-love, which is the first thing we all have to learn how to do, like how to prioritize ourselves over the relationships, even people we love when they're codependent or toxic. I hope and pray for Bobby that she is able to put a hard boundary stop on her relationship with Jude, at least for, you know, it doesn't have to always be forever. You know, if you've got somebody toxic or you've got a relationship that's necessarily toxic and you still love the person and you know there's good in that person, creating boundaries is really, really hard. I've had to do it to people, and guess what? I've had people have to do it to me. I've been on both sides of that boundary line and learning how to go, okay, right now at this point in my life, you don't have to say forever. You don't have to say I'm never going to talk to this person again. But I do hope for Bobby's sake that she is able to go get the help that she seems ready. It just doesn't seem at that point in the journey that Jude is really ready to get the help yet. Yeah,
I agree. Oh, so I wanted to take a page out of your spell book and ask you some fun questions. It's not, my acronym came out kind of less than fresh. It's not Quintabit. It's spelled something totally different. I don't even know if I should say it.
Okay.
But have you ever had a cartoon crush?
Yes. Comic book crush was Tigra, was one of my first crushes. She was a member of the West Coast Avengers, and I always had the biggest crush. I thought she was so hot. I deeply was attracted to Tigra. Maybe all of the human members of the Scooby Gang, now that I think of it. I was going to say both of the females, but I think Fred was pretty good looking too.
Yeah.
I don't know. So many. For a kid who's like a comic nerd, growing up with Snow Queen and Evelyn, and I had the hots for Natasha, Boris and Natasha. I thought...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, jinkies. Okay. Do you still have that tribal sun tattoo on your arm? Was that real?
That was real. All the tattoos on my arm were real. That tribal sun I got when I was like 18. I think it had something to do with like the universe and original energy that I was trying to like manifest after taking too many mind-altering substances. But even though I grew to really not love that tattoo, I've embraced it, and it currently has a illustration of Count Crowley, Jerry Bartman, my hero for my comic series, Count Crowley. Her face is in the center of it, which makes me very happy.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
If we exchange mixtapes for each other to get to know each other better, what bands would I find on your mixtape?
Failure, Nine Inch Nails, Depeche Mode, Neutral Milk Hotel.
That would be on mine.
Spaceman 3. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So what's yours?
Okay, Pixies, Neutral Milk Hotel, Dramarama. Let me see. Maybe Till Tuesday, Voices Carry. There's just Susie and the Banshees, you know?
Yeah.
Gotta have Susie. Yeah. Okay, and for the Halloween season, do you feel like you don't see enough Franken Hookers around?
I don't feel like I see enough Franken Hookers. My friend did a Franken Hooker costume at a Halloween party of mine a few years ago, and she crushed it. I mean, she absolutely crushed it. Now, that being said, if anybody wants to go check out Count Crowley, my comic book series, if you read the latest volume, which is Count Crowley Mediocre Midnight Monster Hunter. The trade paperback is available in stores right now. It is very inspired by Franken Hooker, and you will see these reanimated Jane Doe corpses from the morgue who have been created by a vampire organization as both sex workers and as a way of financing a way of creating blood supply for vampires. So I love Franken Hooker. I think it's like horror comedy is one of my favorite genres, and I love that movie.
Me too. Man, I didn't get to ask you about Late Night with the Devil. I had like a question for that.
Well, I'll say this. Everybody who has gotten to check out Late Night with the Devil, please remember these were real events that actually happened.
Yes.
Getting to become Jack Delroy was a great honor for me. I still send out a lot of love to Jack every day and his memory, because what that poor man endured that fateful night is something that has left scars in the minds of millions of people.
Yeah. Oh, say hi to Bubblegum for me. I wanted to sing you happy birthday too. Damn it. There's no time.
That's right. Honestly, I've had 400 so next year, when it's your 51st and people aren't really celebrating you, and I mean, they will celebrate me, of course, but like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get to have the blowout party that you get for 50. Then I'll come back on the show and we can add it to my birthday roster.
Yay. Well, thank you so much for talking to me,
Thank
man.
You. That was an awesome interview. And, hi to all your listeners. You're obviously an awesome person. You have an awesome show. Thanks for having me on. And please check out Murderbot, Creature Commandos, my comic series, Count Crowley, my comic series. Through is coming very soon. You can pre-order it now and get all kinds of special goodies. I'm so proud of that book. And we just announced the accessories, which is coming to from Panic, and that is about all the monster henchmen who formed a new team, and I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Oh,
Have
that's
an
so
awesome,
cool.
spooky summer. Thank you for being so cool.
You too, man. Murderbot was awesome, by the way.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Take
Bye.
care.
You too.
Thanks, Caitlin. Bye.
Thank you so much, Caitlin.